Hi students, Mrs. Gravenese here. Today I want to show you how to use a program called IXL. You may have used this in elementary school before, but if you haven't used it, I want to show you how to navigate through it. First off, to get to IXL, you want to have your class links open on your Chromebook, and you're clicking on this green IXL button. Once you get in, you should see your name, and it would be right behind where my face is on your screen. So automatically, your recommendations are on here if you've ever used IXL before. So this student must have used IXL in fourth grade. And based off of how well this student was doing on the math questions, there are different questions that are recommended. What we need to do before anyone starts doing recommendations or suggested skills is to take the diagnostic. The diagnostic will give you questions, and based off of whether you get them right or wrong, your level will be found. So we will see if you are working a little bit above grade level, maybe you're right at grade level, or maybe you're a little bit below grade level. And each skill might be at a different level. So you might be better at geometry, but not so good with fractions, or vice versa. The diagnostic will give us all of the information that we need so that you can do the best that you can in my class. So once you're in IXL, I want you to go up to the green bar and click Diagnostic. It says Start Diagnosing to reveal your levels. So you will get levels in fractions, algebraic thinking, numbers and operations, geometry, measurement, data statistics, and probability. These are the big skill sets in fifth grade. So this student obviously needs to do some diagnostic questions because it says to keep diagnosing. So you need to click Step into the Arena. And what you will get are some questions. Sometimes you have a choice on which question you want to answer. So when you look at the questions, which one do you want to do? You click the one that you'd like to work on. You think of the answer, and then you have a couple of choices. You can click an answer and hit submit. Or if this is a question you either really can't remember how to answer, or if it's something you know you weren't taught, you go over here to this little link that says, I don't know this yet. Don't be afraid to hit this button, but don't hit this button for every problem. This is just so that you're not guessing, okay? We don't want you completely guessing. We want you to think, okay? But if you really don't know how to do it, click that button. So you're going to work through the diagnostic for a little while. It might take you a couple of days to go through this, but you need to get pinpointed in order to get your level, okay? So I will monitor to see when you get pinpointed, and then once you're pinpointed, you can do the recommendations, okay? So with recommendations, you will get a series of suggested skills, okay? Now, they have these little codes. Next up means it's the next skill based off of how well you did on something. Try something new is something that you haven't practiced yet at your level. So there are all of these different problems that you can pick from. All right, so you have a lot of choice here. Now, I've also assigned some skills. Over here where this star is, it says 17 skills suggested by your teacher. What I've done is I've already gone and assigned you all of the skills for chapter 1. Now, these skills are fifth grade level skills for the chapter that we're going to be working in. So if you are maybe a little bit behind, a little bit lower than fifth grade level with math, these might be a little challenging for you, okay? If you feel like you want to give them a shot, go for it, all right? And you can see they're all about place value because that's our first chapter. So it wouldn't hurt to give these a try. It's like previewing the chapter. For students who feel like they are doing really well in math, maybe you need a little extra push, then definitely go into these 17 skills because then you can even get ahead of where we are today. And as I see where you're pinpointed at your grade level, then I can assign you specific grade level skills based on what you need to work on. So let's say you are rocking the fifth grade skills, and then maybe I'll assign you some sixth grade skills. All right. You can also look at any awards you might have gotten by clicking on the awards tab. Okay. And that's about it. So, oh, the analytics. I'm sorry. So, up top, analytics would be where you can see how well you're doing. So, it tells you what you've been doing. So, if you've practiced recently, okay, it'll tell you where you might be having some trouble with things. It will give you some scores, your progress. Now, if you haven't been on in a while, there's not going to be much on here, okay? So, what I would like for you to do is to explore IXL. Get on and do that diagnostic until you're pinpointed, and then you can work in your recommendations or some of the skills that I suggested. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks. Bye bye.